Hey guys, what's going on? It is Chris here once again looking ahead to today's slate for the 18th of January. Once again, hopefully you guys all had a pretty good week and watched some NBA and some basketball as well. As normal, if you guys do go on to like the video, leave a like. I definitely do appreciate that quite a bit. And also hit that sub button as well. Like I said, still about 35% of you guys are not subscribed. So if you guys could help me out, like I said, just hit that sub button and I would love to have you. Like I said, this is free advice every single day for you. So I didn't do a video on the 16th. I guess I didn't. Yeah, I didn't do a recap. So anyway, this was on the 16th. We did miss out on like the bigger in tournaments. The cash line was a little bit higher, but we did win a lot of our, as you see there, all of our double ups, all of our 50-50s, and about 85% of our head-heads. So that was good there. And then in a couple of the small entry tournaments we won as well, as you see there. So yeah, not a bad one on the 16th. And then this was last night for Sunday. Once again, had a pretty good one with a 347.1. So yeah, like I said, guys, we have been pretty solid so far. Would love to have you guys come join us. The last week and a half has been pretty dang good for us. Like I said, we are heating up. The first week and a half to 2 weeks of the season wasn't the greatest. I will definitely admit that. But finally, the last week and a half, as I mentioned, we are kind of turning it on. So why not come join us? You guys are definitely missing out on easy money. All you need to do is hit us up on our Twitter. That will be down there in the comment section below right there. Click on that link. That will send you directly to our Twitter. All you need to do is hit us up on our Twitter. Just message us. Say, hey guys, would love to get signed up. And we'll definitely help you guys out for sure. And like I said, while you guys are there, hit that follow button as well. So that's what we got going on. Let's go look at today's slate here. We have a small four gamer once again, unfortunately, but some pretty good games on it. First game we have is Milwaukee and Brooklyn, so we're not sure if Mr. Kyrie Irving is going to play. I don't think he will. That's just me. But yeah, man, James Harden, man, did he look pretty good? 37% usage rate, as you saw here with Houston. He wasn't really trying too much. Didn't really care to be there, as he's been saying the whole, the entire year. But finally, he's with the team that he wants to be in. So obviously he's going to give 100%. So Harden for sure is definitely worth a look again. 10-3 is really cheap. His price is going to skyrocket. So definitely put him in there. 37% usage rate. Kind of an all-around player, old James Harden. So I got to put him in there. I don't mind Kevin Durant. I'd rather have James Harden, but don't mind looking at him. Keep in mind, Drew Holiday is probably going to be on James Harden here for the most part. Holiday is a pretty dang good defender, but is Harden. But I'm basically saying that just because I think Drew Holiday could be worth a look as well. About 36 to 40 at max is kind of what we're looking at. And hoping that we will get as well. Middleton, solid option. I think get you about 38 to 40 in this one. Giannis, like I said, he hasn't been in too many competitive games as you have seen. He's had a couple, a couple against Dallas, a couple against Detroit. But I think this is a big one. He still has pretty big, massive usage rate. I think this game he's gonna do pretty good. 238 and a 2 spread. Milwaukee's gonna need him here. I think Giannis goes off for 65 to 70, 75. So I will definitely be looking at Giannis. So Giannis, Harden, and then Kevin Durant are my top favorites for the big boys in that one. Dallas and Toronto, no total, probably around 222 to 225. It is a back-to-back for Dallas here, so I don't think Porzingis is going to play. He had 33 minutes in his first game. Just keep in mind with Porzingis gone, that's what 17 to 18 extra shots to go around everybody. So, yeah, I mean, right away, I don't mind looking at James Johnson. He's definitely going to probably get his minutes. If Porzingis plays, you could definitely look at him, but I don't think they're going to. He came off a pretty big injury. So, James Johnson is almost a lock. Luka Doncic's worth a look for sure. I don't know who else is going to get anything. If Tim Hardaway plays with Porzingis out, got to put in Tim Hardaway for sure. That's kind of what we're looking at over there. On that Toronto side, Chris Boucher, don't mind him. I don't mind a little bit of Siakam. I would probably go Middleton, to be honest with you. I think that's a little bit more competitive game. I wouldn't be surprised if this game did get out of hand. Milwaukee, I think, is a little bit safer if you're looking for a big boy. Luka, Giannis, and stuff like that. Luka's still worth the look, but I'd rather probably pay for Giannis in a closer game. But Luka has been pretty hot. Fred VanVleet been looking pretty good. I don't have a ton of these Toronto guys. I might be looking at Boucher, a little bit of Siakam, and Lowry and Fred. A couple of those guys, not a ton of them. Boucher for sure. I'll have him way more than those other guys I mentioned, but still sprinkle in a couple of those Toronto guys. Houston and Chicago, no total here. John Wall is out once again. Eric Gordon is going to be back, as we all know. James Harden is obviously gone, so it's going to look a little bit different. Oladipo is finally going to make his debut here for Houston. 7,500. He's easily going to have a 25 to 30% usage rate. So Oladipo's almost a lock. If Brown is out once again, Mason Jones, if he does start, I definitely don't mind giving him a look. He's $4,400, and I think he can get you about 24 to 26 here. So, yeah, it didn't look bad. Had a ton of turnovers. If he didn't have that, he'd be looking solid. So it looks like, I don't know a ton of this dude, but it looks like he has a little bit of turnover issues. He had 9 in 2 games. So if he figures that out, he's looking half decent. So only like Mason if he starts. Oladipo for sure. I do like Eric Gordon. I think he can get you 26 to 30 in this one. Christian Wood at 98 is a little expensive. I have my priority on those other guys for the Milwaukee game, so I probably won't have Christian Wood. Marketed, he's only been back for 2 games, and got to remember this guy's really streaky, so he's been looking good the last 2 games. Easy matchup against Houston, but this guy, every time I pick him, he decides to suck. But at 6,100, I mean, Marketed, gotta look at him for sure. He's going to be starting. Same thing with Wendell, another guy that's really streaky, can have some good games, can have some really bad ones as well. But another guy to be looking at, as you see, he had 5 steals and 1 block, so he's a defensive guy for sure. So that's the only thing with him. I would probably go market in here just because he doesn't really rely on defense as much as Wendell Carter does. But yeah, definitely going to have a couple from that game. Last but not least, we have Golden State and the Lakers. I think it's a 224. LeBron is questionable again for like the 600th time, but he's probably going to play. I mean, like I said, same thing over and over. If he's out, got to look at 80, Dennis Schroeder, Harrell, and obviously Kyle Kuzma. But like I said, expected him to play. Davis is probable here, so I mean, Golden State maybe gives them a little bit of run for the money, but this is basically a GPP game. If you think this game stays close, I mean, you're going to get Curry, LeBron, and AD at very low ownership. So this is, like I said, this is worth a 1 or 2 lineups, throw a dart at, put some of the big boys in there just to see if it goes close. I mean, who knows? If it does stay close, I mean, Curry easily could have 50-55 at really low ownership because everyone's going to have, Luka and Harden and guys like that. So personally, I don't have a ton from this game. AD and LeBron obviously just, they don't need to do a ton right now. They have a lot of good bench players, so they don't need to be needed as much. Kuzma, he's at 42, could be worth a look. I don't like his minutes. That's the only bad thing. But as I said, if one of the big boys is out, he's always in play. And that's basically it. Like I said, you can look at Golden State and GPP, but that's it. Let's go plug in a couple guys for you. Let's see what we got going on. So not a ton of good guys there. I still don't mind Holiday and like a Kobe White combo. I think those guys would be pretty good. Just for this video, I'm going to go Mason Jones only if he starts. So like I said, you guys are looking at this in the future. So some news happens with Houston. He's not starting. Obviously, I'm not going to play him. I do want to get Oladipo in there with him. But if I can't do it, I mean, I really want James Harden. But there's not a ton of value. I still have 6,000 out there. Kevin Durant would be nice to get in as well. Going to be a little hard to get him in there. Jason Tate, I still think he could be worth a look. But I do like Eric Gordon. I think he gets you 26 to 30, as I mentioned before. A lot of usage for him to go around against a not that great of a Chicago defense. I'm going to go plug in Marketing. Like I said, I'm a little weary with this guy sometimes, but he sometimes has some half-decent games, so I don't mind looking at him. At that center position, I do like a little bit of Lopez. I'm not really going to go anywhere cheaper than that. So I think Lopez and Willie Cauley are your main guys there. I'd probably go Brooke Lopez, to be honest with you. Not too into any of these other guys at all. That gives you $6,800 for small forward to power forward. Let me see here. Is there any mid-range small forwards I like? I like Middleton. You can easily go OG, and I think that gives you enough. It does not give you enough for Chris Boucher. That kind of sucks because that would be a half decent lineup. But you're 300 short a little bit. So that's kind of what we're looking at. This is a straight up lineup. I'm probably going to have two of the big boys in there, like a Harden Giannis combo. I'm probably going to go GPP, but going straight across, I mean, really don't mind it. Is there any other cheap point guards that I mentioned that I liked? No, not really. Trey Burke could be worth a look, but dude sucks. Honestly, he gets good minutes, but doesn't do a ton with it. But who knows, man? Maybe if Porzingis is out, Trey Burke steps it up a little bit. I guess that's the only cheap wildcard GPP point guard I would look at. Like I said, Oladipo, Harden are my main guys I'm looking at. Mason Jones, if he does start. Um, that's mostly it there. Small forward Kevin Durant, Middleton, then Siakam, OG Anunoby, and then obviously Eric Gordon is where I'm looking at there. Power forwards, we're moving on here. Giannis, I'll have him in a couple of my lines, but not this one, unfortunately. But I do like him. Boucher looking good. If Porzingis plays, you could definitely look at him. Um, if he's out, like I said, definitely could be looking at James Johnson. That gives you 4,700. How does that give you anybody? It gives you 8,900 for like Middleton or Siakam or someone like that. So, but James Johnson for sure could look at him. And then centers, just there's not a lot. Probably Lopez, like I said, or Wendell Carter, the two that I'm looking at there. So, um, point guards, you could definitely change those guys up. They're definitely not my locks. You could definitely go a couple ways with that one. But that's kind of what we got going on. Like I said, if you can get in Oladipo, got to have him in there for sure. If you go Oladipo, you got to drop one of these guys and maybe one of these guys here. So, but that's what we got going on as normal. If you guys want to come join us, we'd love to have you. All you need to do is hit us up on our Twitter. Like I said, the last week or so, we have been absolutely killing it, in mostly in double ups and also in tournaments as well. But like I said, if you guys are playing, make sure to play your double ups and 50-50s. I know they're not the nicest things to look at, but trust me, man, they cover you for sure. Tournaments, as we know, we love playing them. We love winning the big money, but you do lose tournaments quite a bit. So at least if you play cash games, you don't lose all your bankroll. At least cash games do save you a little bit. So keep that in mind for sure. So yeah, all you need to do, hit us up on our Twitter. That will be down there in the comment section below, and message us. And we'll get you all set up. So that is mostly it. All right, guys, thanks for watching once again. If you like the video, leave a like. I appreciate that quite a bit. And also hit that sub button as well. So another small slate. I haven't looked at tomorrow's slate yet. Not sure if it's big or not, but we will still be doing a video for that one. So, all right, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. I appreciate that quite a bit, and yeah, have a good one.